Did you ever hear the one about the Addax, the desert-dwelling antelope, being an undercover agent for Santa's reindeers? Quite a laugh, isn't it? Let's dive into the world of this fascinating creature, the Addax. A resident of the Saharan desert, this antelope is a striking sight with its long, twisted horns and white coat, which helps it blend into the desert landscape. Now here's where the tale takes an unexpected turn. Imagine, if you will, these desert dwellers aren't just surviving the harsh conditions but are in fact, training. Training for what, you ask? Why, for the biggest night of the year, Christmas Eve. Picture them leaping over sand dunes, practicing their high jumps, all under the watchful eye of Rudolph himself. Their mission? To step in for Santa's reindeers in case of an emergency, ensuring that no child wakes up disappointed on Christmas morning. But sorry to disappoint, folks. Our Addax friends aren't in cahoots with Santa. Now, let's debunk this myth, shall we? You may have heard a whimsical tale or two suggesting that the Addax is Santa's secret agent, gallivanting around the frosty North Pole. Well, it's high time we address this amusing misconception. The truth is, the Addax is a creature of the desert, not the North Pole. These fascinating animals are perfectly adapted to the harsh conditions of their sandy surroundings, not the icy tundra. One of the Addax's most striking features is its broad, flat hooves. These aren't designed for dashing through the snow, but rather for trekking across the desert's shifting sands. Similarly, their striking white coats aren't for blending into snowdrifts, but to reflect the intense desert sun. So, while it's a charming notion to picture the Addax assisting Santa on his Christmas Eve rounds, the reality is far more suited to the sun-scorched Sahara. So, I guess that rules out any secret missions with Santa. Next up, we have a myth that's as elusive as a desert mirage. Ever heard that the Addax can disappear into thin air? Now wouldn't that be something? Imagine one moment you're looking at this fascinating creature and then poof, it's gone, like some desert Houdini. But hold your horses, or should we say, hold your Addax. This myth, while entertaining, is more fiction than fact. The Addax's vanishing act isn't due to any supernatural abilities. No, they're not dabbling in the dark arts. Instead, they've got Mother Nature to thank. These creatures boast a brilliant white coat, acting as their personal invisibility cloak. This coat adapts to the harsh desert environment, perfectly matching the shimmering white sands and the blinding sunlight. So, when you think they've done a vanishing act, they're just blending in, hidden in plain sight. So they're not magicians, just masters of camouflage. Well, it's been quite a journey debunking those hilarious Addax myths. We've had some good laughs, but more importantly, we've uncovered the true nature of this fascinating creature. Let's take a moment to reflect on our adventure. We started off with the amusing myth of the Addax being Santa's secret agent. Remember that one? We found out instead that they're skilled navigators of their harsh desert environments, not the North Pole. Then we delved into the illusion of the Addax as a desert mirage. Instead, we learned about their unique adaptations, like their spiral horns and their ability to survive without water for long periods. Throughout our journey, we've debunked myths and discovered facts revealing the Addax as the resilient and remarkable creature it truly is. Now it's your turn. Have you heard any funny myths about animals? Share them in the comments below, and let's keep the laughter and learning going. Remember folks, the Addax might not be Santa's agent or a magic trickster, but they sure are fascinating creatures. Until next time, stay curious.